Russ, I guess there's a different mood around Stadium MK in these last couple of days after winning on Tuesday night.
Possibly, yeah. I think maybe if people feel a little bit more relaxed. But I think we're fairly consistent in our approach, win, lose or draw. I think we follow the same process, and I speak about it all the time. But I'm sure there's some guys in the dressing room that are a bit more relaxed with themselves and where we're at, and obviously people outside the building. But yeah, we have to make sure we're building it now and make sure we don't, it's not a case of winning a game and going, we've done all right, that's okay, we can chill out a little bit. No, we have to work hard. The hard work started again on Wednesday, analysing the game, the players who hadn't played, training, and now it's about preparing and making sure we're ready for tomorrow's match, which we're all looking forward to.
Stadium MK is becoming a bit of a fortress for you at the moment.
Yeah, I think our form there last season was really good as well here at home. So I think it's really important to us. I think we obviously we haven't got the points away from home we would have liked since we've taken over. There's been some great performances, but that elusive first win still not quite there. So we have been quite reliant on points at home, and I think we have been very good on the whole. At Stadium MK, the players enjoy playing here. You can see that, very comfortable here. The size of the pitch helps us, I think, the way we play. And I think teams know that when they come here, it's going to be, they're going to be in for a tough game for sure with the way we play and the way the players stick to it. So we have to make sure that continues tomorrow, and then we look to Tuesday, obviously, an away game to make sure we try and go and get some points there as well.
How big was the clean sheet as well on Tuesday night?
Yeah, I think it's important. I think our last 3 home games we've had 1 shot on target against our goal, which is an incredible record for the players. And that one went in, unfortunately, against Ipswich, the way it is at the moment. But I think that takes a lot of hard work from the whole team, from the front to the back. I think it's important for the players to feel that and to achieve that together. So I think they're really pleased with that. And also for Andrew Fisher as well, just coming into play in goal for the last 2 games, his first 2 league games, he's done really well. But yeah, I said to you, I felt we should have had 1 on Saturday. They had 2 shots on target, they scored 1. So it's important that when we're limiting teams to very little, and there will be games where teams have a lot more than that for sure. We have to try and make sure that we try and keep that down. But when we do, we need to make sure we keep clean sheets. They're going to be really important for us and give us a chance to actually go in front in games. When we have done, obviously, we've gone on to get the points, so we've just conceded first too many times. So the players know what we need to do. They know what's going to be at stake tomorrow, and they know that if we keep a clean sheet for longer the game goes on, we have a real chance. And that's obviously common sense, but especially with the way we play, the longer we keep a clean sheet, the more chance we have of winning the game. That's backed up with the the stats and the evidence.
A lot's made about momentum in football, and after a couple of defeats, so you drop back down to 23rd. A win lifts you up to 17th, and it just shows how important that if you can string a couple of wins together, how high you can go up this table now.
Yeah, I think I said to you, it's so early on in the season that it's 2 or 3 wins on the bounce really take you up in the league, the same way 2 or 3 defeats does. So it's still really early days. There's still teams are really tight in terms of points. I think we have to try it's really important for us now to try and build some momentum and get back-to-back wins. We haven't done that yet, but if we win again tomorrow, it really does elevate you again in the league because of where everyone's at with the points. So it's important for us. I think every game is the same. It's a chance for 3 points, and it's a chance for us to build now on a really good performance and 3 points on Tuesday. And if we do, the league position probably changes again. As I said to you, it's not something I'm completely focused on at the moment because it's early. I'm focused on what we're trying to achieve and what we're trying to do. And when we do that, we'll work our way up the league. I'm sure of that. But we have to make sure we pick up as many points as possible to give ourselves a chance of being where we want to be at the end of the season.
How's your treatment room looking at the moment? How are Carlton and Louis getting on?
Yeah, they're both back in today, which is great. I think when you've been ill and missed pretty much a week of training, it's really difficult to come back in and start the game. But they are both back in contention, which is good. So we'll have a look at them properly in training today. And they both said they're feeling really good, which is really positive for us. So they'll be involved tomorrow. In what capacity, we'll have to wait and see till after training.
I know you like to rotate your teams, or at least you're doing it for the sake of everybody's fitness at the moment. But how hard is it going to be to drop anyone from Tuesday night?
Yeah, I don't like rotating my teams one bit actually. So that's yeah, it's kind of been forced upon us really of how everyone's at, as I said to you, because people came in late into pre-season, people had injuries during pre-season. Warren had concussion. George has obviously came back from quite a while out. So yeah, it's been tough. I think I'd have loved to have the same team and winning games every week and playing the same team, but it's just not been the way it's fallen for us at the moment. But I think yeah, the players who played on Tuesday, you know, they all feel they've probably earned the right to play, but we have to assess everyone, see how they're feeling, see if they're physically at the top of the games. Games will come thick and fast, so you know we might have to make a couple of changes again tomorrow. But I think we're getting very close to having a really consistent 11 on the pitch and being able to keep them on the pitch. And I said to you that would take some time, and it's proven that way, unfortunately. But we are very close now to getting all these guys in really good shape and ready just to roll out the games, because it is such a hectic season. We are going to need everyone. But yeah, I think when players are in the place where they can play, and then it's up to them to make sure they keep doing it, and they only do that by winning.
AFC Wimbledon tomorrow then. Does this game need much bigging up in the dressing room for you guys?
I don't think so. I think everyone understands the importance for our supporters to the club. I completely understand and value that, but we have to treat it the same as any other game. I don't think you can play. I played in a lot of derbies over the years where it becomes really important not to play the occasion and just to play the game that's in front of you. So we prepare for it in the same way we do as every other game, but knowing the added importance and what it means to our supporters. So I think the only disappointment for us is it might feel a bit different to usual games against them because there are no fans. So that's going to be that's the real shame of it all. I think our supporters would love to be in there and watching it and create a really strong atmosphere. But we're not going to have that. So we have to approach it in the same way as we have done our home games recently. Try and win the game, no doubt about it. Try and turn it into a game that we want it to be, rather than what they want it to be. Because we are two different teams, and they're very good at what they do, and we are becoming very good at what we do. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game, as they all are. But I think the players will be made aware of. For the ones that don't know, but I'm sure they do, but they'll be made aware of it.
You played in both the games last year, didn't you? Did you notice there was a little bit of extra spice in them?
Yeah, of course. I think it's just a build-up for the game and the way the supporters communicate with you the day before or seeing them on the match day, etc. But I think the one down there, our fans were brilliant. The ones that travelled down, it was a really good atmosphere. Obviously, we won, which was nice. I had some family there who experienced a couple of different things, but overall, felt the atmosphere of the game. So, yeah, it's a game I'm looking forward to. I enjoyed playing in last year, and I'm looking forward to managing him.